starting out, as a young business owner, you really don't know what you don't know. So it's kind of interesting to see what you do learn along the way, but ask a lot of questions. That's the one thing I can say is that really there is no dumb question. That is truth. You look anywhere you can for advice, but sometimes it's already within yourself. You just need someone else to kind of recognize it for you. I can recall signing my first lease, and it was more than my house mortgage was at the time for a 5-year note, thinking, how am I ever going to do this? But I really just think taking it one piece of the puzzle at a time and just kind of looking at it day by day. I think if you look too far in the future, it can be overwhelming. So I think slowing it down a little bit and just really taking it in little tiny pieces, it's a lot easier to overcome the small things and the big things. So that's kind of what got me where I wanted to go. But really, just taking that leap was something that I just didn't have a choice not to. I think I was just born this way. On one hand, I've always said that. For one, I was a born hairdresser. So that's something that they tend to want to please people and just change the world one head of hair at a time. Well, I think that's true in business too, is that I just really wanted to make a difference. And I really wanted to be somebody and do something different in life. Self pride, when you accomplish a little bit of something, it makes you feel good. So then you go for a little bit more. And then pretty soon that domino effect takes over. And here you are. I can recall, for one, being terrified, really terrified, hated public speaking. I will tell any of you that are afraid of that, it is a learned trait that you can come up with. Just keep at it, keep trying. But that being said, I think the more comfortable I got, the easier it became. But I'll tell you, you have to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. And that's one thing that I did force myself to do. But just seeing other people grow and networking, I feel like, that whole strength in numbers thing, we can do so much more together than we can on our own. So if you think of that each and every day is an adventure, and when you slow down and just pay attention, I feel like so much of us have more to offer than meets the eye. But it's been really enjoyable for me because I see so many owners that just don't know where to start or what to say. And then I'll kind of give them a little coaching advice on, just do a quick little video, or, I started going live because it forced me to do it. You just got to get out there and you got to put yourself out there. And I know it's scary as hell. Trust me, I'm scared every day. What I laugh about is, I could be on stage doing a hair show and be terrified. In my mind, my voice is shaking and I'm completely looking nervous. And then I go back and look at it and I'm like, yeah, it's all right. So sometimes I think that we have it in our head and hearts that if we can't do it the best, then we shouldn't do it at all. That's completely not true, in my opinion. I feel like there's ways you can start and basically find a stepping stone. And then from there, look ahead a little bit further down that road. And things evolve and change, and you grow as a business owner. I mean, gosh, if I was the same person at 25 as I am today, I don't know where we'd all be, right? But the thing about it is just kind of taking it slow and, I mean, taking the leap of faith and doing it for yourself, but at the same time, making it manageable so that you can, don't bite off more than you can chew, but at the same time, make sure that your head's in the game too, and just start small. I think a lesson is taught to you over and over again until you learn it. And that could be as many times as it takes. So that's one thing, is education is something that we all need. And I think that we forget to put ourselves on the list for that. When you're green, you grow, you're ripe, you rot. So always keep your head looking forward. So that's kind of where I like to be. That's one thing that I really liked to keep, is a hometown feel. I like to engage with other people. I like it to be very warm and cozy. Like when we put the coffee shop in, I love that we have what we call loiterers. We make it a very welcoming feeling for them to be able to enjoy the experience. And that's what I think everything's about in this world, is it's not just a haircut, just a cup of coffee. It's the experience that you have while you're there. And that's the thing, is you have to be able to be told no in this world. I think we're so afraid of being told no that people just don't ever ask the question or don't ever try and, take that step. So if somebody is unwilling and you've done all you can do, you can go home that day knowing that you tried your best. And if they didn't listen or didn't take it to heart, then that's their loss, not yours. So that's kind of the sad thing, is that, in my life, I've laughed about my age in the, business starting out. there's a lot of times I've not been taken serious. And I'm thinking that's your loss because I have a whole lot more to give in this situation if you'd let me. But if it's not the right fit, then it's not the right fit. So I think just overcoming challenges, there's that fearless aspect too, but being able to be told no and just keep at it and keep trying. So that's something that we all need to work on. I mean, I would say you got this, like you can do it. I feel like at times I thought I would never get to where I wanted to go. So I think looking ahead, down that road, it was like, oh, I'm never going to be anybody. I'm never going to get, where I want to go. But slowly but surely have patience and good things come to those who wait. So here we are.